executive order. For one, it blurs the line between free speech. It attacks free speech, basically. But first, we have to remember that the U.S. Constitution only applies to citizens of the United States. Okay? So there's that. The second part is that, well, the first part, why I don't like it is because, like I said, it attacks the First Amendment, freedom of speech, right? And they acknowledge that in the executive order, where basically, that's why I said it was important, that if you incite violence and violence happens because you burned the American flag, you're going to be prosecuted, right? And I mean, if you incite violence, that's already a crime, right? If you incite it, that's already a crime. So if you do it by burning the American flag, they may tack on additional time, right? And I get where Donald Trump is coming from on this. So let me put that in there. I get where he's coming from on this, because our American flag is, I don't want to call it sacred. It could be. I mean, it may be considered sacred by some people, but it's cherished, right? It's important. If it's not sacred, it's right below sacred. Right? It's the most important thing for us as a country, right? It embodies our country in one symbol. And many people feel strongly about making or protecting the American flag. And if done in certain instances, it can incite violence, either for it or against it. Because if you burn the American flag in front of people who cherish the American flag, that could cause violence. But it's still teetering on free speech, because if I'm by myself and I think I'm by myself and I burn a flag and then people see it, I wouldn't personally, this is just a hypothetical. Somebody, I won't use me, I say somebody thinking that they're by themselves and they burn a flag and then other people see them and they're offended by it, that, and they cause violence to the person who burned the flag, what will happen then? I mean, the person thought that they were by themselves and they burned the flag and other people saw it, it incited violence. Or what if, let's take the guy at the beginning of the video, he burned the flag, and let's say after he get out of jail and other people see his video and they're offended and they cause violence against that individual that burned the flag, are those people who physically attack the flag burner protected? Or is the flag burner going to go to jail again for burning the flag? Or how does that work? What if it goes viral and he does it in his home and somebody shares it online and many people see it, and then that incites violence? Should that flag burner be penalized? Again, this is a slippery slope. The next problem I have is that what's going to happen? The next thing, what's going to happen if a book has an American flag on it, but the contents of the book are anti-American or what have you, and people burn the book that includes the American flag. Is that considered burning the flag because it's on a book? Or what if somebody draws a paper, an American flag on the paper with multiple flags on the paper, and they burn the paper? Is that where does that meet? Again, I get where it's coming from, but again, this is the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and as much as I hate people burning the flag in the United States, citizens, especially citizens, I don't like it, but unfortunately or fortunately, it's protected. However, you know, it's just a slippery slope that I don't think that the president should have taken. Again, I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's like it's a slippery slope, brother. Next, you're gonna have Israel trying to include their flag in this executive order, and then you're gonna have some other countries that want their flag included in this executive order, and then before you know it, you can't burn any flags. Right? It's just a slippery slope. But the one thing I do like about this, if he had made this, where is it? Section D. That's the one I like. It states that the United States basically shall deny, prohibit, terminate, or revoke visas, residence permits, naturalization proceedings, and other immigration benefits, or seek removal from the United States. And then several laws, whenever there has been an appropriate determination that foreign nationals have engaged in American flag desecration activity under circumstances that permit the exercise of such remedies pursuant to federal law. Now, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. Because, like I stated, the United States Constitution only protects United States citizens. Okay? Now, if you're not a citizen and you come here and burn our flag, get the fuck out.
Get your shit, and get out.
So, if you are trying to come here and they have video of you burning a U.S. flag, get out. Don't come. Don't even come, bro. So, I'm with that. Right? I'm with that. So, there we have it. That's my opinion about this executive order. Going back to the guy in the beginning of the video, I don't think that he will be prosecuted because it did not meet the first part of the Texas v. Johnson, where the courts will consider whether the defendant intended to convey a specific message, which he did, and whether it was likely that the audience would recognize this message for what it was. They did. Okay? So, there we have it. That's my 2 cents. This is probably going to be a 2-part video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.